Rap beef often results in humiliation or even physical harm, as evidenced by recent incidents such as the beating and recording of someone like 6ix9ine, who was previously thought untouchable. Surprisingly, there are internet trolls who have made incredibly disrespectful comments without facing any consequences. However, I'm here to tell you that I'm not just a character, but someone who means business. I'll come to your neighborhood in Chicago and challenge everything that King Von stood for. Charleston White, a controversial figure from Texas, has taken over the rap side of the media lately and exposed many rappers for not being as tough as they claim. From beefing with half of the rap community to the police refusing to protect him, one wonders how he can still move around freely. But today, we're here to uncover the truth. Before all this rap drama, Charleston White was known as a motivational speaker and community activist based in Dallas, Texas. In late 2021, Charleston White found a new approach to get his message across to the mainstream media. He initially started by engaging with young black men about their futures, trying to help them come up with plans. However, when he realized that it wasn't gaining enough traction as expected, he shifted his focus to targeting rappers. He observed how closely young people follow their favorite rappers and are willing to emulate their actions and words. Charleston decided to start dissing them to expose the truth behind their rap image and reveal how many of the street rules are set up for failure. It all began when some young guys commented "Free TK" on his Instagram Live, which fired up Charleston. He approached a friend who had served time on similar charges as TK and asked him about his sentence. When his friend replied with 18 years, Charleston laughed and said TK only had to serve 10 years to learn his lesson, while his friend had served 28 years. He expressed frustration that TK hadn't even completed 10 years yet and that the young boy had to serve more time for the sake of his reputation. Charleston is known for being law-abiding and a believer in the prison system, even stating that he believes all black boys from the city should spend at least 2 years in prison or 4 years in the military. While his statements may seem wild, Charleston has reasoning behind his views, arguing that it teaches discipline, which many black boys lack, including self-discipline, emotional discipline, and training. They lack skills, struggle with reading, and have no idea how to physically strengthen their bodies. Charleston believes that prison and the military can teach these things. He even joked about Young Thug's jail time, saying how it has improved his rap skills and made him sound better when rapping sober. Charleston also spoke about being a father and spending time with his daughter, pointing out how jail can impact a person's perspective. However, he is quick to call the police and send someone back to jail if he feels they haven't learned their lesson, as he did with a rapper named PMG in July 2022. Charleston got into an argument with OG Percy about his involvement in gang activities and his poor role modeling for the youth. PMG, who is OG Percy's son, didn't appreciate how Charleston was talking to his dad and threatened to harm him. After investigating, Charleston found out that PMG was out on bail, so he immediately called the police and reported the threat with weapons. PMG was arrested that night and later sentenced to 20 years. Charleston has a history of taking action and involving the police when it feels it's necessary, even if it means someone going back to jail. Charleston has been known to brag about his situation in his videos, warning his enemies not to threaten him. He takes pride in getting PMG arrested, claiming that he was the one who made the phone call online to report PMG for threatening him, resulting in PMG receiving a 20-year sentence. But PMG is not the only rapper Charleston has involved the police with. In an interview with Say Cheese, Charleston admitted to calling the police on Flo Malcolm, an Atlanta rapper who made a video banning Charleston from Atlanta. Charleston reported videos of Malcolm holding weapons and threatening him to the police, resulting in Malcolm currently having 3 felony warrants and facing extradition in any of the 50 states he may be arrested in. Charleston has also had arguments with other rappers, such as King Yella, who disagreed with some of his statements about Chicago rappers. Charleston gained mainstream media attention when he went all out on King Von, disrespecting half of the Chicago rap community to prove that they aren't as tough as they claim. Charleston has expressed that people should not show sympathy for murderers like King Von. He has a history of taking strong actions and making controversial statements to make his point, after involving law enforcement to address his perceived threats or enemies. Charleston even went so far as to build a relationship with Lil Tim, King Von's killer, applauding him for putting an end to Von's violent ways. Charleston criticized Von for glorifying his murderous actions in his songs, referring to him as a demon, and questioning when society started to embrace such behavior as admirable. Charleston also targeted FBG Duck while discussing Von, which sparked an intervention from King Yella. King Yella expressed his disagreement with Charleston's disrespectful comments about the deceased and their families. In response, Charleston crossed the line by making derogatory remarks about Yella's daughter. This angered Yella, who publicly stated in an interview with Say Cheese that he intended to confront Charleston physically. When Charleston learned of Yella's comments, he called Yella's probation officer and accused him of being threatened by Yella, labeling him as a dangerous gang member. Charleston's actions show his willingness to use any means necessary, including involving law enforcement, to address those who challenge or criticize him. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.